Hello guys, my name is Jordan, and in today's video we're going to make rotating earth animation by using Blender. First, we open the Blender and then click General, and first we're gonna delete the cube by click X and then delete in the light as well. And now we can add mesh, UV sphere, and click S and then 2 to set the scale of the sphere, and then go to modifier, add modifier, subdivision surface, and set all the value to 3 and then apply. And now we can add the light, or I mean the sun, by go to the add menu and then light and then sun, and then click G then Z to set the sun in the Z axis, I think right about there, and then go to the light settings, set the strength value to 3, but I recommend you guys to set it to the 8 or 10 so it would be brighter, and then set the specular to 0. And now we can click the viewport shading to see it when it rendered, and then we can make the background looks dark just like in space. Change it to dark, and now we can add the earth surface texture by click the sphere and then go to edit mode and then click U and sphere projection and add a new window. Go to UV editor and then open the image. I've already downloaded and save it on my folder in here, and choose the map texture for the earth surface. Open image, the image is open, and go back to object mode and then go to the material properties, click new, and now we're gonna apply this image to the sphere by change the base color to image texture and change the map. And as you can see, the map is applied. And now to add the cloud texture, first we're gonna duplicate the sphere by click Shift D and then S, and then make the scale slight bigger than the first sphere. Set it to 1.005, and now go to the first sphere and then delete the material so we can add the cloud materials, and go to surface. We are gonna add shader, choose the add shader, and then set the first shader to principled for the transparency, and we're gonna change the transmission value to 1, and then the roughness to 0. And now we're gonna enable the spin screen space refraction so the earth is visible, and then go to the render properties and then enable the screen space refraction and then refraction, and now the earth is visible. And go back to the material properties and then set the second shader to diffuse, and then change the color to image texture. And now we're gonna add the clouds texture. First go to edit mode, and then close the image and open the clouds texture. Go back to object mode and change the image to clouds. And there we go. The clouds and the map is already in one place. And now we're gonna animate it, but first we're gonna make the first sphere parent to the second sphere. To doing this, we're gonna select the first sphere and then click shift, hold shift, and click the second sphere, and then control P to make the first sphere parent to the second sphere. And then objective transform. And now we can make the animation, and then you can also delete the overlays by click this and unenable overlays, so it won't look like in space. And now click N to view this menu. Go to the first frame, and then click I and set to 0, set to 0, and then replace keyframe, and then go to the 5000 frame set. Because this is the earth surface animation, I'm gonna make it 50, and then I. And then the second sphere, which the cloud animation, click I to set the keyframe and go to the 5000 frame, set the Z value to 70, and then I, and then T, click linear. Okay, you can see it moves constant, not speed up or speed down. And now we can go to the render properties, enable bloom, set the threshold to 2, but I think I recommend you guys to just experiment on the bloom values. I'm gonna make the knee 1 and the radius 10, and then the intensity is 0.8 and the clamp value 1. And then go to the output properties. We're gonna go to the format and change the format by click this icon, format preset, and then choose what preset do you want. I'm gonna choose the HDTV 720p, and then the frame rate, change it to this 30 fps. You can choose whatever you want. And then here we're gonna set the output files where you want to put it. I'm gonna save it in the animation. Type the name of your file. I'm gonna type it and enter, and then accept, and change the file format to FFmpeg video. And now we can render it. But first, in case something happened to your device in the process of rendering, you can save it so that you don't have to start from scratch again. And then save it. I'm gonna save it, save, enter, and then save as. And now we can render the animation by go to the render, And if you want to see the preview render, the render preview, you can go to the render image, wait it to load, and as you can see, the position of the earth is slightest up and not in the middle. So to make it in the middle, we go to the view menu and then lock the camera view and then click the numpad 0 to set the camera angle, and you can also click this icon, and then we're gonna move the earth in the middle of the frame, maybe right about there, and then click this again and then unlock so we can zoom into this earth, and now you can render the animation. Okay guys, so there are the animation of rotating earth and how I make it on Blender. See you guys in the next video. Hope you enjoy, and sorry for my lag. Bye bye.